guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we have an unboxing from Longchamp, and I know I've been showing so much of the brand recently, but honestly I really love their pieces, and I know that people have been rocking their handbags, especially the Le Pliage totes, for years, and I'm kind of late to the whole train. But I'm finally here and I get it. I get why people love them. Like, they're affordable, they are durable, there's so many fun colors. I feel like there are lots of classic shapes. So we're gonna do an unboxing as well. I'm gonna show you some of my favorite pouches because I'm a pouch girl. If you're familiar with my channel, I've had a lot of pouches, and I feel like I can give you an idea of which ones are worth it and which ones aren't. I know I showed some in my SLG video last week, but this one's just gonna be focused on pouches. Honestly, they keep you organized. When things spill in your handbags or tote bags, they're not gonna get on the lining of it. They'll get in the pouch instead, which has saved me multiple times, and they're just fun. They're a fun accessory, I feel like, to have. They keep you really organized. So let's do the unboxing first. This is from Holt Renfrew. I opened this part up, but I actually have not opened the package up. So let's do this really quick. Although if you have seen my thumbnail, which I mean, it's probably what led you to click on this video, and you probably know what is in here. So I ordered this from Holt Renfrew, which is a Canadian site. I like to order for them in general because the shipping is really quick, but I ended up getting another one of these little pouches, which I know I had talked about the energy pouch, which I don't have in front of me. Let me get it really quick. This is the energy pouch here, and I've raved about this. I truly do really love this pouch. However, it is discontinued, which I'm so sad. I hope they bring it back. Maybe they're just revamping it and they're going to release it again, but I really like this one. You can see the size difference between the two, but oh! Okay, I had to get the green. This is the British green, and I do have the large totes, and I have the little matching one. This is full right now because I've been using it for work, and I've been loving the pop of green. I have been using this little one in that bag, and I just keep my wallet in there or my card holder, and I keep my keys, and I keep a couple, like my coin purse and everything. So if I have to run errands after work, I don't want to take my whole tote bag out. I'll just grab this. And so I wanted to get the green because I knew when it came to the color, I'm gonna use this one way more than this one. I do like this. If you're familiar with my channel, you know that I don't wear a lot of brown, but I do like in a small dose like this. And I do like the color of it, but this one I feel like I'm gonna use more often. And this one here, the energy pouch, which I do really love, I was using it a lot, and what I was finding that in my tote bag, what was happening is that you can see that this is beginning to bend forward a little bit. I think it's just the way I was closing my tote. So I want to give this one a little bit of a rest. And plus I think this one is more so for when I travel, just sort of based on the color. If I use it every day, I feel like I might get it a little bit dirty. There's already a little mark on it there. So I wanted to transfer out and get this one because I just love the green. Like I said, this British green is amazing. So these three that I have, I don't, like I said, this one is discontinued. I don't think you can get any more. I know that someone on my channel had mentioned they just picked it up, so I'm not sure if it's available in other countries and just not here in Canada, so you can let me know if you found it. But I've been stalking Farfetch to see if they have a black one available, just because I know sometimes Farfetch will carry items that are discontinued if they still have them in stock, but I haven't been able to come across it. But I do really love these pouches, and I feel like the bang for the buck is there. So these are 140 Canadian. I'm not sure how much they are in the US. I'm guessing maybe around 100, 110 probably. So I feel like it's worth it because you can use it in multiple different ways. You can see I have the attachment here, and I actually, in my work bag, I have the crossbody strap as well. I haven't been using it though. I've just been grabbing it like this, but you can get the attachment as well, and then you can also wear it as a crossbody. I know a lot of people like to wear it that way, but I think that this one is just gonna be cute to carry as a little handheld, like I said, when I'm out running errands, but the color is just so stunning. So I would recommend these. These would be my top pouches that I would recommend, just because, like I said, they are affordable, they are durable. I mean, I've been using this one quite a bit. There's a little bit of wear at the bottom, but barely any. And they also clean really well because they are nylon. The inside, I should also mention, has, oh, this one's black lining. Okay, I didn't know that. So this one on the inside, this is a little bit different. So this is, I think, the green line. It's the recycled one, so it has the green on the outside there. But this one is white on the inside, and it's wipeable and waterproof. And this one is not. Wait a moment. Okay, so they've changed it. It doesn't feel the same. It just feels like it's nylon. So it's not like that kind of same rubbery material. So you can see here, there's no sort of grain of the fabric. It's sort of just like rubbery, or not rubbery, but plasticky. This one definitely is just kind of like a nylon, which it's probably the same as the inside of the tote. No, it's not. What? Maybe let me know if you know if they've done that, but this one does not have that same kind of lining as the tote or as this one, which is a little bit confusing. It does have the paperwork, the regular Longchamp one, but I am excited to have this color. It is so cute. Like I said, I really do love these little pouches. I think that they're so wonderful, especially to travel with too. If you do want to use a crossbody strap, it looks like they don't hold a lot, but these actually hold a ton. Now, other pouches that I would recommend, it's here in my bag, but I had mentioned this one before, and I'll mention this one again. This is the Louis Vuitton Pochette Accessoire. I love this little pouch because you can also use it like a mini bag. Someone in my other video pointed out that you can't fit a phone in here, whereas you can fit a phone in the Longchamp, which is true. So I have the iPhone 16 Pro, I believe, and it fits in. So that's one of the benefits, whereas with the Pochette, obviously, my phone is bigger. So the price of this one now in Canada is over $1,000, which is crazy. So I do think that this is still worth it because you can use it as a little mini bag, so it can function in two different ways. But it's just such a classic. And I know a lot of people asked me about the strap. I just got the links off Etsy and I made it into a chain. I think the links cost me $4 or something. So I really do love the mini pochette, would still recommend it. One that I wouldn't recommend is the Nice. This is the Nano. I know that they just came out with their beauty line. I actually think I prefer the beauty. This one here is just a little bit bulky. I originally bought to use it as a purse. Used it maybe twice as a purse. That's why there's these little links on there, and then stopped. But even carrying it like this is not functional for me because opening it up is just a pain in the butt because of how it unzips. And then things kind of dangle. So I keep a lot of perfumes in here, the smaller perfumes that don't sort of fit on my tray, but then also closing it is a pain in the butt too. So this requires two hands. I know that the vanity style is very popular still, but I wouldn't recommend this one for the price point. I can't remember. This is 1,400 Canadian, I believe, before taxes, so fairly expensive. Definitely didn't get my use out of it, but it looks cute. Another one that I would recommend is this one here, which is from Amazon. I saw this influencer I follow all the time. I think her name's Farah Pink, but she was showing this and she was using it, and it was, when I saw it was from Amazon, I ordered it. I didn't realize it's a dupe for the Loro Piana, one of her handbags, which I have now looked at and I loved. I mean, this one, I have stains kind of all over it, but I still use this. I use this one actually on the weekend. And what I love to do is I love to put my mini pochette inside and have it hanging out like that. I think it looks really cool when I'm kind of carrying it around, but I probably would invest in the Loro Piana just because now that I know that I love this one so much. Like, look at all the stains on this. I wouldn't get this color even though I love this color, but I think that bang for buck is there too if you get the Amazon one. Like I said, I didn't know it was a dupe at the time. Now that I do, I mean, I still carry it. But if anyone were to ask me, I would tell them it's 100% from Amazon. And then other pouches I would recommend, I think this was around $20 as well on Amazon. So very affordable, cheap and cheerful. Like I said, it's not the best quality. You can see like some of the threads coming up. It's stained really easily, but I do really like it. Another pouch, this is a bigger one that I would recommend, is this one here by Loewe, and this is the tea pouch. And they make this model, I don't think with the white anagram anymore, but you can see the leather there has the Loewe anagram all throughout it. I love this. I think this is also really nice because you can also carry it as a clutch as well. So if you have a big tote bag, you're running out after work, grab this as a clutch. I know that Goyard has a similar kind of look as well for their clutch, but I really do love this tea pouch. I got this one pre-loved. It has this little strap here, so you can take the zipper and you can put it through like this, and then that will secure it a little bit more like that, which I also like the look of. But I love this pouch. I was using it all the time as a catch-all. I stopped because I noticed that the anagram was beginning to not rub off, was beginning to fade a little bit. So I just want to kind of give this one a rest, but I do use this one occasionally as well. It's just nice, like I said, to use it as a clutch, but also as a keep all in a big tote. Highly recommend this one. I don't know the price point of this. I'll leave it down below, but because this one is leather, I think it's worth it 100%. And then this little pouch, which is the key pouch in the small size, would recommend this one. I don't use it as much as I thought I would. I definitely use this one more just because I carry a lot of coins in this. This one, I thought I would use it more as a mini wallet because it does have this pocket on the inside, so you could put cash, cards, whatever in there. But I find that I don't use it for that purpose. I use this more as like a little pouch to carry lip gloss, hand sanitizer, everything like that. I tend to use these two pretty interchangeably as well. So if I have a little bit of a smaller bag, I'll use this one as opposed to my mini pochette. But for the price point of this, I mean, because these two are very similar in price, I'd always say I'd recommend this one. But I think if you're thinking pouch-wise, you're gonna get more use out of the pochette. Similarly, I also have this, which is the medium from the Kirigami set. I would say I use this one even more so than this, just because it tends to fit a little bit more. And you can see it's a little bit taller, but it's like the same. It can expand very slightly and you can still button it up. So maybe because I've had this one for longer, but this one's really nice because you can fit your passport in it. So if you are looking for something as like a passport holder, I have my Louis Vuitton one, but I did use this prior to getting the actual Louis Vuitton passport holder. I think that this is actually a really good kind of little pouch to keep things in. And it's easy to open because it is also a snap closure as opposed to the zipper. So I would recommend this, but again, you have to get it in the trio. I have the card holder. Do I have it over here? Yes. So I have the three together. I think all the pieces in it, like the value is definitely there. I know they have that new collection with the cats, which is so cute, but I would say the value is there if you want a trio of pouches. So this larger one I have just used as a clutch for a wedding, which I think is pretty nice. You can carry it. It is smaller than the tea pouch, obviously. So this makes a cute little clutch. This one I use all the time because I keep all my gift cards in there. So I think the set is worth it. Or you could also, if you want to, you could sell this size. Or you could sell any size that you don't use very often, which I've seen them on the market. But I would highly recommend the Kirigami as well. I think for a Louis Vuitton item, it's one of their more affordable, and plus you're getting 3 of them. This pouch is this one here, and this is by Gucci, and this is their key pouch. I love this one. I always hesitate to show it because it is discontinued and you can't find it anymore, which is very unfortunate. But this one holds so much, way more than the Louis Vuitton. You can see the size, but it's the width. So this one, right now I have 2 wet wipe packs in there. I have 2 mini perfumes. I have a lip gloss. So I have so much in here. And like I said, this can hold cards, it can hold money, and it can hold keys. This is a really great one, but because it is discontinued, I always hesitate to show it. I know that Louis Vuitton came out with their lipstick case, which I did look at, but the size comparison, Minks for All did a comparison. And this one is significantly bigger than the lipstick case from Louis Vuitton. So I was like, okay, I don't need it. Even though I think it's cute, I don't need it because I know that this is gonna do a way better job. And I just love it. This is my only Gucci Ophidia print that I have, and I think it's so cute. It's very, very cute. So I'm happy that I picked that one up. And like I said, I feel bad because it is discontinued. So the only ones that I wouldn't recommend, this one 100%. One of my biggest regrets because I don't use it. It's cute, but I don't use her. So I feel like not worth it. Would not recommend it. And then the other one that I would hesitate on, and this is my own personal preference, is probably this one because I thought I would use it more. I think if you're gonna use it as a mini wallet, get this as opposed to the regular clay. Get this key pouch. It's gonna function way easier, but I think a better bang for the buck would be to get the Kirigami Trio because I think that this one is around 500 Canadian. This one is, well, actually I haven't checked recently, but I think this one's just over 1,000 Canadian. It could be more now. I know that the special collections are more, but really if you think about it, this is the same size as the medium and you're getting an extra 2 for $500 more. Those are all my pouches. Let me know what you think. Which one is your favorite? Which one would you recommend? Do I need some more pouches in my life? I probably don't, but like I said, I love them. And if you have any questions, leave them down below and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.